All jokes aside, anyway, how are you all doing? I meant to be live last night. Didn't get around to it, obviously. So, yes. So it's been good weather now, I have to say. It's been good weather, so I've been taking advantage of the good weather. A lot of things have happened over the last few hours, so no, not the last few, the last week. So a good bit to talk about to discuss, I suppose. Let me see. I need the tea. I'm having a brain fit here. Like I think I'm coming down with dementia or something. Because my brain's not working as good as it used to do. When your legs don't work as they used to before. Usually always the way. Always the way. Hello, Sean. How are you today? How are we today? Are we enjoying the good weather so far? Let me see. Where am I? Well, we had a breakfast stream of the day. Did I beat Far Cry 5? Are you talking about which one? We did beat it, like in the casual playthrough. We were supposed to be doing a shotgun only. Like, we have done about 2 episodes so far. I don't know. I don't think we continue it. But we see. I might get back to it at some stage. But it's kind of 50-50 to be doing it, Joe. It's kind of 50-50. We'll go back to the shotgun only. Now we have the only one done in hardcore mode. We have that done a long time. We've that done about 2 months now. But the shotgun only, I don't know. We might go back to it. We see. When we get Lego City Undercover, maybe we'll see after that what happens, I suppose. We might go back to it. But yeah, no, I've been busy the last few days now. So, hello, Walter. Yeah, it's been busy the last few days now. So, it's been a long weekend. That's what I do. Like I thought that we get live streaming yesterday, but it was home late by the time. Actually, we probably just coming in the door around 10:30 last. It was 10:30, yeah. So, by the time I got something to eat and all that stuff, it's fucking really 12 o'clock. So that's why I didn't go live last night. Even though I had intentions to go live, but you never can plan these things. That's the thing. Especially now when there's good weather, I'm taking advantage of and doing as much as I can. But sure, when will it last to? I suppose that's the next question. It's given good for this weekend, so we shall see. It's nothing like the last weekend, because fuck me, it was bad last week. Wayne. Just never stopped waiting last week. In the compound today. In the compound. Yeah, it's good to be out. Obviously, it's good for your skin and obviously vitamin D. It's good for you to be out in the sun. Even though paddies, the only paddies, our skin is not made for the sun. Let's put it that way. We're not built for the sun. It doesn't exist in Ireland, the sun. But it's good for the vitamin D. It's good for the bones too. You can live in the sunshine. So. 1 second, sorry. I just need to move that yoke here. This always happens to me. I have a few books there and I never put it back to where I usually put them. So I have to just move that. Crisis afforded, sorry. And I always meant to put them over there, but I always leave them there. And it always annoys me when I look over and see them. Excuse me, sorry. We're pretty much, yeah. We're pretty much, unfortunately, near enough, yeah. Oh, it's been an interesting few weeks, Leo's boyfriend is in a bit of trouble, I hear too. He was saying stuff about the coronation of King Charles and stuff like that. So it didn't look good, not too good, I suppose. Especially because Leo obviously wants to pretend that he's a West Brit. Well, he's not pretending, obviously, but doesn't look too good. Let's put that way. In the British press, anyway, because the British press are having a field day with it. So not looking bussing for Leo at the moment. Well, nothing's really bussing at the moment in Ireland. So, or don't even get me started with Cleopatra. That I don't even know what you call that kind of shite. That it's on. It's a movie kind of we infected. That's what the way how Hollywood nowadays does it. The switch actors, the switch things like that. It's not looking too busting for them. About 2% the people who watched it agree with it, and then everybody else disagrees with it. So, it's not looking too busting. Basically, that's what I for Cleopatra. Yeah, we write in history exactly. Um, so it's not looking too busting for Cleopatra at the moment. Whoever with them. Um, well, nobody seems to be happy with it. Only about 2% the people who watch it seen it. Like a Metacritic and stuff like that, it's only about 2% people like it, and then the vast majority of other people don't like it. So it's not looking too busting. And then obviously the mainstream media love it, obviously, but nobody listens to the mainstream media that we don't. Uh, but yeah. But I'm not even going to even attempt to even look up. Like I've heard people talk about it. But I'm not even going to look at Cleopatra. Even if I got £1 million, I don't think I'd look at it. Because just seeing a few images of him, just like, you know what? No, thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. No need to watch it. And actually, the funny part is that actually somebody produced it and everything like that, and edited and all that, and said, "This is fine. This is okay. This is good." Didn't go well for them. Yeah, when you see that happening now, it's not looking too busting for them. When you see literally governments coming out and saying, "No, we don't like this," you have that you're down bad basically. Like it's gonna cost them more. Well, to be totally honest, George Soros, so they told him another few million or few billion to make sure they produce and all that back. The fortune signaling and all that costs, as you know. Um, so they probably won't lose any money, but it'll be a few bob to lose, let's put that way. But obviously, the World Economic Forum and all that will make sure they have we paid in full, obviously, of course, as you know, as you do. I don't know. I'm probably acting a bit. Better be careful because it's something off topic. We don't want the World Economic Forum asking a few questions, do we? So, it's been an interesting time in the country. There's a lot of stuff going on in the backgrounds now. But if you had to report on it, like I'm just thinking if I had to report on every little thing. Like I was thinking about that the other day. If I had to report on everything in the country that's happening at the moment, like good God, I'd be here for hours, talking about it all in detail. Because it's hard to keep track of everything now. Especially if the chat might be a bit banjoed. It's banjoed. It's banjoed. Oh no, it's okay. Very good. Sorry, I thought it was banjoed. It's banjoed. It's banjoed. Seen better days, let's put it that way. But yeah, how we are anyway? How did the weekend go for everybody? I know I wasn't here the weekend. I was here Friday morning. We done our breakfast stream, but we've done it for a few minutes. Let's put it that way. But yeah, how are we anyway after the weekend? Did everybody have a good weekend? Anybody get up to anything fun? Anything like that? Didn't rob a bike or anything like that, did anyone? Any FIB agent, FBI, sorry, not FIB, that's GTA 5. Any FBI agents look away now if anybody's going to admit to robbing a bike. So, even on Gardash in Condo, of course. But obviously in Gardash in Condo wouldn't catch tuppence. Good turn. I seen something with AI Saturday. You should be fine in the game. I forgot to say that. So any Gaudi watching Gaudi, oh Gaudi. What was it in the show? Too Gaudi. Denny Gaudi watching. In the game, of course, in the game. In the game, whichever game that might be. You know. But yeah, well, at least the weather was a bit better Saturday. Um, and we watched the Eurovision actually. The Eurovision was on. Well, I didn't watch it to say. Um, I kind of know. I know the results. I looked up the results just to see. I thought Ukraine would come first, obviously, but at least I was wrong this time. I was actually very surprised that Ukraine didn't win. But they were up there, they were higher up. Uh, so, like I didn't watch the whole competition and things like that. I looked it up afterwards to see what happened and what was happening. Was any photo what was happening? Also, Zelensky wanted to address it and they wouldn't let him. So I felt sad for Zelensky. It feels bad, man. Oh yeah, he's in England and he's in. Actually, no, we went to Italy first. We went to see the Pope and Judge Maloney. Uh, and then, well, money and weapons, at the same time, he wants both. He wants both. He can sell them too, obviously. He can sell them to other countries too, as you know. He can sell them for a few bob in his pocket too. So he's in every country now looking for money. I suppose he hasn't come here yet, but I better not say anything yet because he'd probably come here looking for money. Make you keep politics. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, no, but I'm surprised they didn't let him on it. Well, at least they didn't, I suppose. But no, was anybody surprised? Sweden now has bet. Well, not has bet. It's level to Ireland's amount of time Ireland has won the Eurovision. Now I will say Ireland nowadays couldn't. To be totally honest, I think we're not even trying to win. To be totally honest, like you think back to years ago, Ireland songs were very very good. Ireland was nearly all the time winning it, or coming up there very high. Nowadays we can't even beat eggs basically. Let's put it that way. And I'm not saying I could do it, but we're not sending the best of the best we could. You know. You know. How dare you, remix? Sorry, Sweden could have done that and got in. I wouldn't. Well, to be truly honest, I heard Sweden's song. I wasn't that. I didn't think it was all that. Worth winning. The Eurovision, not like ABBA or something like that. Like straight away, you hear Waterloo or something like that, and you're like straight away. You can see why it won the Eurovision that year, Waterloo and stuff. With ABBA, you can see why. You can actually see that how they won it. But in this year's song with Sweden, it seems like they just wanted to beat the Irish. There was old song contests back in the day, like local ones and stuff like that. But nowadays, that's all never going to be held again. Aye, well, yeah, that's pretty much what Eurovision is top for each other. Apart from, I think somebody said Australia. Australia voted for whoever, I can't remember. Portugal, wasn't it? Australia voted for Portugal. And, well, I suppose you could ask yourself, first of all, why is Australia in it? And why is Israel in it? But obviously we can't question Israel, obviously, of course not. We couldn't do that. But, you ask these questions and you're like, why are they here, I suppose? But nobody ever answers you. Like, somebody said that it was the most weirdest thing that phone somebody in the other side of the world put it in Portugal, in Australia, something like that. Maybe it was Spain, I can't remember what one was. I've seen it on Twitter. But I definitely think I heard the Finnish song too, like after. And I definitely think Finland was robbed. I think Finland should have won, came first. It was a very catchy song, not more than the Swedish song. Obviously paid for by the SDLP, obviously. And co-spots, the stream spots for the SDLP, of course. A Finnish NGO is now right. That night. Well, Sweden, obviously. They would have probably better ties with Sweden. obviously being Scandinavian countries, they would probably have better ties with Sweden, but they still have close ties to Estonia. So it's in the boat. They have good ties with the both of them. But mainly probably be Sweden. Like as you see at the moment with NATO, Finland didn't want to join unless Sweden joined with it. You know, so say that's the close. They have a close relationship to them, and then Estonia obviously too. They have a good relationship with Finland. Well, generally all the countries there. That's also Finland and Sweden and Norway and Denmark and Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania all have very good relationships with each other. Everybody, you know, they generally all have good relationships with all the countries around that. Because Sweden kind of would have a bigger influence on Finnish culture because obviously Finnish is the first language and Swedish is the second language basically of Finland. So it would have a bigger combatant in Finland. In Finland. So let's get this yogurt. I need it for later on. So any other fun stuff, man? Let me see. You see what's happening in Clare at the moment. It's to tell what's happening down there too. I suppose there's in every Irish village in the country. There's a tongue tack in this. I don't know how I got onto it. I suppose it's the worst time to stream now, I suppose. In the middle of the night. I should have probably put up on the community tab at stream. How is this so stuck together? Sorry, I just refresh. Because I'm always worried that the comments are not appearing. So I'm just reading through this too. You see, in skip Portugal to Ivan Ireland, don't you? Yeah, it's very odd, isn't it? But sure, you can't question that. It's hate speech. You can't question how people just randomly, they could go to every other country along the way, but they're coming to an island that's, a long distance away from where they're coming from. But no, you can't question that. That's how dare you? As they say. That's literally that's what the mainstream media says. If you question your worse than God knows who. I was a big meeting on Iceland at the moment, but I don't know because obviously they're very little islands. They have very little resources compared to. Well, Iceland actually has a very hard immigration system. You're not going to walk into Iceland unless because they only brought that in a few months ago. That they're going to be fierce hiding and like on people coming into the country in Iceland. So that's what they said in Iceland, like in Iceland. So I'm just looking something in particular, but I can still talk at the same time. So but no, it's a terror now that people they think they would stay in Portugal or Spain or even France. But France is not looking too Boston at the moment, but you know. Thou what come to Little Ireland. Little old Ian. So yeah, but it's a terror now what's happening to the country at the moment in terms of that, in terms of immigration. I have to be careful now because you never know what they could do to try and bite you in the hole now in a few years' time. Well, Greece is not like never was looking to bust anyway because they're kind of huge debt. Well, I suppose huge debt. Look at Ireland, I suppose. Um, well, pretty much he said that. No, there's no stop to it. It's just an endless stream of it. That's literally what it is. Oh no, like, they're literally invited them basically into the country. Like, you know, there's nothing really stopping them. You know, obviously they're going to take advantage if nobody's going to stop them from, you know, from taking advantage if nobody's going to stop them from doing it. Obviously, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm just looking for something in particular here. Fuck knows where it is. That's the next question. Yeah, pretty much. Well, Canada has the same hunting, so, but Greece would be a lot more hard. You know, it'd be a lot more hard people, I suppose. Well, you know, because the Helletic spirit, I suppose. Um, you know, they wouldn't. I don't think they take too kindly to different things. You know, if that makes any sense. But even Ireland, too, you push people to in any country too. If you push people to the limit, they're going to fight back. Let's put it that way. It's only when people say, "Oh, when's enough is enough." That's basically the question. So yeah, but no, but sooner or later, wished, wished. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. I'm just looking for something in particular now. When I see it, because it was interesting now. Somebody told me an interesting thing the day, but I probably never can find it now. That's the thing. Time for a swig, guys. Time for a swig. Indeed. Snoop the problems. Well, that's one way of doing it, but I don't think it's the right way. The best way, but it's not really the most practical way. If that makes any sense. I was not looking too bossing for him. He'd be soon gone. You know. I wonder now. Yeah, there was something here I was looking up, but I can't now remember. That might be it there. Hello, Delphine. How are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Evan. No, I was just looking through that. I was trying to find that. I had to find out what page it was on. Somebody was telling me an interesting thing there. Yes, they did. So, any letters? No letters, unfortunately, yet. Unless they were sent to the wrong house or something, but nothing yet, no. Nothing yet, but maybe something. Well, we're not even going to say anything about Clonus, let's put that way. We don't have to go there, let's put that way. I shouldn't even start with Clonus. Say nothing until you hear more. I will say sooner. I say we get some kind of acknowledgement. We shall see, you know. Yeah, well, if you know, you know. We're not going to say too much, but if you know, you know. Just to say, well, it's not looking too bossing, isn't it? That's all I'm going to say at the moment. Yeah, sorry about that. No, sorry about looking up that book now for the last 20 minutes there. I was looking for a bit. Yeah, but I can't remember what page. They said the page number to me, but fuck me. Nearly 300 or 400 pages in this book to try and remember where it is. Oh, speaking German now. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I wonder what the weather is for tomorrow. Probably rain, is it? Wouldn't you know? Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Ho ho. Today. Wednesday. Actually, it's given rain for Thursday. For well, it's supposed to be in the game, obviously in the game. He was here a while ago. Yeah, he probably went on. He's probably off on a. You know, he's probably off making the tea or something. Yeah, Thursday seems like it might win. Don't know about tomorrow. It says tomorrow might be decent enough. It'll be decent enough, I think. He thinks. We shall see. Okay, so listen, I say I'll be back before we go now. Also, we're not even going to mention. Uh, We're not even going to mention about what happened in Cavan Town there on Saturday night. We don't have to go there. Hello, Naya. How are you doing? How are we today? Better than that. Say nothing to you, Mo. That's to say. Say nothing until you hear more. I don't know how to say it in code. How was the lift on the bypass? Well, actually, I haven't been on the bypass, like on the bypass doing things. I've been mainly on the side roads the last few days. That's mainly where I've been. I haven't been on the bypass. No, I haven't really been on the bypass. Like on the bypass, been on many of the side roads outside on going onto the bypass. I can't speak there. Going onto the bypass. I haven't been on the bypass to say. When not last week was on it for a while. Actually, yeah. That's a lie. Actually, yeah, probably one Wednesday or Thursday was on it. Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't been on it probably since. Like I've been on the roads leading up to it. Them. That's. I see Robin. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, but supposed to be the stuff going on in the background. Hello, Shawnee. I meant to say hello. Sorry. Yeah, but if you know what happened to Calvin, you know. I won't get into details of it. We don't have to go there. But yeah, obviously, whoever was involved, obviously, should be probably sent home, and not let back. Let's put it that way. Where am I here? But yeah. What time are we at there? Oh, I know, but it's kind of better not to talk about it. Because, we only war about it, I suppose. That is Shawnee, yeah. But yeah, we do have to go there, basically. And we do have to go there by the cow, a certain cow that's driving around camp. We do have to go there. He's back from the Cayley. He's back from the Cayley. Anyway, it won't be that much longer than I would, another 20 minutes or so. Tomorrow, or whenever we be live again, I don't know, will be tomorrow. We go back to Lego City Undercover now. I just kind of was late. I was only after coming home basically at 9:30 or so. So I was just like, I don't really feel like playing the game tonight. So probably after this, I'll be probably hitting the bed to be done anything. Might watch one or two videos and then hit the bed, but then maybe hit the bed. That's perfect. Put it in better terms. Oh yeah. To put it in better terms, and also have something to show you at some stage. But I meant to do it there the weekend, but I wasn't live the weekend. But I'll show you at some stage, you know. Tricolour for the finish flag. No, what do you mean? What are you suggesting? Are you saying I'm been infiltrated by the Finnish intelligence office? Um, the snow, basically. Yes, I can't think of. I can't think of the Finnish intelligence office. The snow, basically. The snow has infiltrated. The snow has said the snow has infiltrated the country, and you don't want the snow infiltrating the country. That's a dangerous sign. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, what do I have then? No. It was a good sign all over. To be totally honest. There's a lot of trouble. Well, let's put it this way: there's a lot of questions being asked at the moment, and the government have no answers to them. That's what I. Oh, well, they're not even attempting to answer them. They're just ignoring it and hoping that it goes away. That's basically all it is. So I'm just looking at something. Yeah, sorry about that. It's like a concert. And the media, aye, it's an uphill battle. It is. Well, particularly the media. Because regardless what you say, the media find some way of spinning it. So regardless what I say about what happened Saturday night in Cavan Town, the media would this is dangerous narrative he's spreading. That's what he can't denounce it. He can't say it. He have to be quiet basically. Because regardless what you say, the media always finds some way of spinning it. You know, which isn't right, obviously. Give me a second. So, uh, basically, it's a long story. Sorry, I was just this is the die. Well, this stage nearly everybody's listening to it. If you disagree with the government if you don't agree with the government to the T, you're a danger to society. And that's the government will tell you. You're a threat to democracy. There we go. So yeah. Yeah, I seen that now. Yeah, I seen that. Let me see what's happening on the old Twitter. It's a tough job now to keep up with every little thing in the country that's happening. Like I do my best to try and find as much as I can for things. Earmark for locals. I don't really know much about what happened. I know about what happened, but I don't know much about the buildings around it. Also, one thing, what I just mentioned, I seen. Uh, I was gonna say, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Oh yeah, Elon Musk. You know the way the Turkish elections were there the other day. Elon Musk came along and said that they're going to kind of the be totally honest, it's kind of censorship. They were going to set up, things. So much for free speech, I suppose. Then yeah. So I just said to stop at that. I wasn't too pleased with that, because he was kind of limited in the reach of some things that wasn't for Erdogan, which I didn't like because if you're free speech, you're free speech. You can't make exceptions to one party. Yeah, I just seen that actually now too, but Claire, they're continuing it tonight, so they're not letting anybody into the hotel tonight. Nobody's going anywhere near it. Let's put that way. But apparently the government are in contact with them basically. The next one probably will. But my thing is that Elon Musk kind of they were favoured kind of, let's put it that way. They favoured the Turkish government than any other party, and it's not really fair. It's hard to get accommodation there. Well, it's hard to get accommodation probably anywhere at the moment, because every place is used for as an asylum. That's it. Well, not an asylum, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, nothing's ever going to give any out because the media will always make up, would always spin stuff again. That's the thing. Ooh, what have I done? Some price. 18 €. Was that one though? Was that in the town or was that like in the village? Like, I got mine done there 2 weeks ago, and mine was 16 something, so a bit cheaper than yours. But it used to be 15, so it's gone up a few bob. I suppose it's not bad. I know somebody pays about 20 € to get his haircut, so no, I suppose it's not that bad. It could be worse. And I know somebody in Dublin one time had to pay 30 € nearly for his haircut. So, it can be pricey in some places, but so there we go, I know. I blame Putin. Everything's Putin, yeah. Putin's fault. There's a pothole on the road. It's Putin's fault. It's not the councilman for not filling it up. It's Putin. Putin came up with a missile and blew a small hole into the road in a backcountry road in rural Ireland. It's Putin. It's not Zelensky. That's misinformation. We cannot question Zelensky. Excuse me, sorry. Sniffy nose. It's a crime against humanity to question Zelensky. You get 5 years in prison for doing that in this country. And then McEntee will lock you up for 5 years. Lady of No. Now you lock you up for 5 years. That's what they say. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just looking something else up. I'm sorry, I'm looking up everything now. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous, just to say. Literally everything. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. If I had a minute, I had a minute. If I had a penny. But here, lads and lassies, I think we probably will leave it there for tonight. Unless anybody else has something to say or something to add. If you do, then make it be known. Yeah, but don't even start talking. Don't even mention about cloners now, Sean. If you know, you know what I'm talking about. If you think 25% is bad, you probably should see cloners. That's all we say about the matter. Yeah, it's damn bad. Let's put that in. So if 25% is not it's a bit more now than it was when the outer goes with. Let's put it that way. I know, but it's not as bad as what we're talking about. Anyway, we better say nothing or we'd be all locked up for 5 years if we say too much. You have to kind of censor yourself a bit. Oh, Helen McAtee come and lock us up for 5 years. 5 years. I lock you up for 5 years, as they say. But anyway, here, lads and lassies, I think we will leave it there. I'm a bit too tired tonight to be doing too much here. So I'm really falling asleep standing up, to be totally honest with you. So we'll have to leave it there, I think. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, please God. Anyway, hopefully I'll be back anyway. Kind of how the title of the moment, but anyway. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, so take care everybody and goodbye for the moment and night night.